I think it's something that they've all shared, and so there's going to be 20 very close friends for the rest of the time. And that is something that can't be encapsulated in a world ranking.
I feel like we're really one big family. You know, at the end of the day, we know each other's weaknesses and strengths, and this is a really good feeling.
I think the attitude on the team is super family orientated. Everyone is really friendly, kind of helps each other, really kind of goes through plays by plays together. I think that's kind of the first time I've experienced that, of everyone really trying to help and bring each other up, which is really nice actually, really welcoming. As soon as I arrived in Hong Kong almost 2 years ago, it kind of felt like home straight away. So I've been super welcomed, it's been amazing, and I'm so excited to play for Hong Kong. Really proud, kind of new experience, and I just can't wait.
Everyone is like a family to me, and being able to play with them at World Cup is a really happy thing.
That's what I love about our team, that there's such a big diversity and everyone can still get along together and play, and even like after practice we'll all still go out for dinner. We have like our group chats just keep buzzing every single day. I mean, like that's what I love about our team, that we're having this diversity, and this is kind of like a small image of Hong Kong as well, because Hong Kong is such an international city, and I think this team represents Hong Kong very well.
I'm really proud about how far Hong Kong Lacrosse has come. In the past 10 years that I've been with Hong Kong Lacrosse, it's grown from just really casual get-togethers of like 5 or 6 people just throwing the ball around without having any organized team, any organized competition, no coach. It was just a group of us who just loved the sport and wanted to not get rusty, all the way to now aiming for the World Cup, trying to play as hard as we can, training as much as we can, and trying to get a good world ranking.
I feel that this is my very precious chance to represent Hong Kong.
I think my one goal for the whole tournament is no regrets. Like, win or lose, it doesn't matter as long as we have given everything, and so no regrets.
I definitely think obviously we want to try and win some games, but I think the main team objective is to come away not disappointed, not that feeling of that we could have done more. I definitely want us to just be proud of kind of Hong Kong lacrosse and kind of just show what we've got and what we can do, because we know we can definitely make an impression.
I think everyone is just so excited about World Cup, and then I hope we can this is the last month of training, and I will miss every moment of it after World Cup, I'm sure.
Emily's come in obviously as a coach, but I think sort of maybe her age and her approach to the team, her friendliness, it's just made everyone so at ease, and it's almost that extra pressure to impress someone who is your friend. The way she pushes you, she doesn't let you get away with anything, that's for sure. And just seeing those results, I think even personally for myself, I hadn't really been exposed to that type of training and that intense training before. But doing as a team just makes it all that much difference. Kind of at the gym together, working together on, sprints, sessions, weekly sessions as a team, just kind of makes us get to that goal together, and I think she's kind of in the forefront of that.
a really fun person to be with. Like, she's always with us in the gym, and then she goes to junk trip with us, and then it's really nice to have her on the team because she's just monitoring everyone's gym progress, but at the same time she's like friends with everyone. I think our coach has always told us that we can like fight against a lot of bigger teams because we're now like fast enough, strong enough after Emily has taken us to the gym. We look a lot better than we were when we first attended the trial. So I think we're confident to like cause some surprises on the field.
We always say as a team that we all make the boat go faster, so we all contribute a little bit to the team. That's how lacrosse is. Everyone has their position, everyone contributes their own thing, their own strength, and then it all comes together from there.
I look up to a lot of like teammates on my team because they do have a lot of different strengths. Like some of them are really good at running, some of them are really good at like stick skills. During trainings, I do like look at them and try to learn from them.
I am very excited with playing with the whole team for like being a full-time player for half a month, and I can forget all the things but only lacrosse, and I can like spend all the time with my player and coaches, and I really want to like play every game at our very best. So this is the most part that I'm looking forward to.
So we went to Japan as a training trip. We have the Asia Pacific tournament in a week and also the World Cup next month. So this is kind of one of our last few tournaments, our last few chances to have competitive play before we head to the World Cup.
What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? Really make it out alive.
It was kind of crazy to just take a break from working life or busy normal lives to go play in another country. It was different. The field was completely dirt, which we've never played on. We were always playing on grass or AstroTurf, so it was a different environment. And it was also raining and cold, so it was kind of a temperature shock for us also.
Cocaine seats, all white like I got the whole thing bleached. Drug dealer chic. I'm wondering if a thug's prayers reach. It's pious, God loves pious. Socrates asks who's biased, do y'all seek? Off Plato, screech. I'm out here balling, I know you hear my sneaks.
Are you ready? Yeah! Are you ready? Yeah! Are you ready? Yeah! Let's go! Let's go!
First game, really positive. I think it could have been better, but I think we were all a little bit tired from like traveling and things, but it was a good learning curve.
We had the first game against one of the universities. We won, which was great. And then it came to the second game, and we didn't really play to our best.
Second game, not as successful, but still kind of taking the positives out of it, and I think it's actually a good thing going forward to World Cup. We need to go in full steam ahead every game because it's going to be so tight with results that we kind of can't let those first few goals go in.
I think there was the feeling, everyone had the feeling that we could have done more on the game, and then, I mean, the main thing was that we kind of didn't pick ourselves up after we let in a few goals, which we need to learn how to do as a team, even in the World Cup, because we won't always be winning, we won't always be leading, but we need to know how to pick ourselves up as a team and come back stronger and score more goals.
I think everyone hoped to learn a lot from this trip, and I think we did, because we knew a lot about ourselves after losing the second game, how to we acknowledge the fact that we do get sad and down on the field sometimes, so then we have to pick ourselves up and play the next game. We're so excited after the meeting to test our what was that solution from that picking up each other thing on the third game, but then we just lost that chance. So some of us are not going to ASPEC, so we have to leave it for the World Cup to fight as a whole team.
Arriving in England was pretty strange for me, because I come back quite often, and the reason for coming back would be to see family or to go back to uni, but coming back here and being with the girls is a completely different experience and also really fun.
It's kind of unreal, especially when we arrive and we're in England, really. But then Travis told us, guys waiting for us outside. Okay, get ready. Wake up, eat, lacrosse, rolling, eat again, and another lacrosse session, roll some more, maybe ice bath tonight, eat and practice, and some more rolling, physio, and then go to bed. It's so weird. Playing lacrosse for 7 or 8 hours a day is unreal.
You're enjoying it?
Yeah, every bit.
2 more minutes. CC is next.
I think today is our best condition, I think. We kind of got over the jet lag and then we slept quite well. We adjusted to it. We're not like sleeping at 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. already. We started to sleep around 9ish, 10, which is a normal sleeping pattern. And then a lot of us woke up before our alarm goes on, so it's pretty good. She has been hungry since she woke up, and then after breakfast she's kind of fine, and then actually during practice she's hungry again, and then she got some lunch, and then I think she's napping right now, but I bet when she wake up she'll be hungry again. Poor Kinu.
It brought back loads of memories because I used to go to boarding school in Harrogate. So the same as Kahame, Rosand, Jem. And yeah, it brought back loads of memories.
It's actually quite tiring, but we get to sleep a lot. Like we have breaks, and we nap between trainings, between sessions. So far it's amazing. Like it's amazing to be playing on such a big field here in London. So we don't get to have that in Hong Kong. Yeah, it's good.
We've just been constantly working out, constantly practicing our stick skills, constantly, bonding with the team, and it's just been great to have a week or two completely dedicated to lacrosse and completely trying to get in the mindset of where we should be before the World Cup. I think everyone is super bonded and really tight-knit. I feel like I can go to anyone like for a laugh or a conversation. We can like do our laundry together. It's just been a really fun experience.
After months and months of hard work at the gym, cardio trainings, it was really tough. So to be able to win some games, it would be great. Like, I don't want to disappoint anyone, especially Travis, who has done so much for us, and for me especially, for giving me the opportunity to come back to the team. Yeah, I'm very thankful for that.
It's an honor for me to represent my hometown to play in the World Cup, and I enjoy playing sports with my friends. So I'm looking forward to the World Cup.
Everybody's been fantastic, actually, really, really good. It's hard because I don't want to talk about my injury all the time, so, but they're very concerned. They always ask me questions. If they see that like earlier on when I was struggling to walk more naturally, I always had an arm to lean on or clutch onto. So yeah, everybody's been really good. Just today, somebody went and got me shower gel from the town just because they didn't want me walking and getting tired and stuff. So yeah, no, I've had a lot of support. I think we've just been through a lot together. We've seen each other struggle, and we've celebrated together too.
The rest of the red team has to have it.
I think the opening ceremony was pretty awesome.
It was definitely a really cool experience to be a part of something so big.
I think some of us got quite emotional when we started walking in, especially seeing our family on the side. First time ever to have some family supporting in the stand.
Yeah, the session with Canada, I mean, when TT first told us, we were like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? They're like ranked #2 in the world, it's gonna be crazy. But they're just so friendly, and you just kind of forget that you're in a tournament and you just play lacrosse with some of the best players. And we got a lot of pointers from some of the best players in the world, and playing side by side with them, and actually not seeing that much of a discrepancy between us when we mixed teams, but we fit in quite well. That was a big confidence boost that I think we needed as well, to show, yeah, we've worked really hard and we can actually play with these guys and not be like a burden on them. And it was quite cool. Scored a goal as well. Yay!
Great.
That was awesome. It does feel pretty natural. I mean, the team has been together for so long, and actually Jem and I celebrated like 10 years on Facebook just the other day, and we couldn't believe it. We were talking about how I was actually, like 13 or 14 when I started playing with a lot of these girls, and they've watched me grow up. And just, there's no kind of hesitation if we can read each other so well, and not just on the pitch but off the pitch as well. Like, I know Jem didn't sleep well last night, and I know that she's grumpy, and I know like how to react with her. And if I see Kat, looking a bit upset, I know what's going on. And I think all of us are so used to each other and each other's personalities. I think we're probably one of the best meshed teams in this whole tournament.
I think it's just being with the whole team, playing every single game it's just very, very enjoyable. We don't get to play many games in Hong Kong together, and it's just when you see everyone is so like helping each other out on the field and so excited when like a teammate scores, and that passion for playing for Hong Kong and being on the lacrosse field. It's just very, very enjoyable.
First game against Italy, which I think came as a little bit of a shock to sort of the American influence and how good they actually were. But I think we did a really good game against them. A bit of a shame. I think we could have come away with a win, but super close. All in all, kind of couldn't really do anything about it in the end. Second game, Haudenosaunee, I think was my favourite game, even though I think that was our biggest loss of the tournament. Such great players, so kind of a great experience to play against that sort of team. And I think we played probably one of our best games. I don't think the result really showed it. Then our game against Switzerland, sort of a bit of a dip. I think everyone was really tired, including myself.
The Switzerland game, I mean, the score was 1-0 at halftime, which is not a very normal lacrosse score, but I think that kind of showed the depth of our team, that even when we just won up, we still could just grind through it. And then the second half we came out getting score field goals, and then everyone's nerves just kind of settled down. So that's our team.
It was a great feeling to finally get a win and to prove what Hong Kong lacrosse is about and how strong we are and how capable we are of playing the game.
Going through the motions, deeper than the oceans. We might have lost our minds. I'll look for it tomorrow. When it comes to morning time, there's always tomorrow. And don't let tomorrow come today. There's always tomorrow. And don't let tomorrow rule today. We got it on lockdown, lockdown, lockdown. Got it on lockdown, lockdown, lockdown. Let's get out of this place. It's lacking in emotions, full of common notions.
Every moment on the field is something that I don't want to waste. So every time I'm out there, I try to give my 100% effort, not only for myself and my coaches, but most importantly for my teammates, because it really is a team effort. And I know how hard they've worked, and I really think that we deserve, a great ranking on the world stage. I think my attitude going into the South Korea game was, we have to win. I think we really came out with a lot of energy and a lot of passion, and it was definitely back and forth in the first half. Unfortunately, when halftime came around, I think they had gained momentum and they ended the halftime with like a 5-0 run. And I don't think we ever got that momentum back from them.
We were really hoping to win against them. But yeah, as the coach said, sometimes life doesn't just go the way we want it to be. So yeah, I think we're all very ready to finish the remaining games with high spirits and scoring a lot of goals and doing everything we can.
I think our team is very ready to bounce back from the loss yesterday, because we're just looking to win the rest of our games, and we might meet South Korea again in our final game. That's a possibility, and we're just very, very ready to take that on again.
Young money, young money, young money, young money.
Okay, but you can ask me one question with it on, and then I'm taking it off. After every game, the coaches vote someone as MVP of that game, and I was voted MVP of the Korea game. Therefore, I have to wear the hat, and it seems more like a punishment than an award, but that's okay.
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Drink, swalla la la. Drink, swalla la la. Swalla la la. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Drink, swalla la la. Drink, swalla la la. Swalla la la. Freaky, freaky, yeah. My freaky, freaky, yeah. Shimmy, 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 yeah, shimmy, yeah. Bad girls gon' swallow la la. Bust down on my wrist and it, bitch. My pinky ring bigger than this. Matter how I'm Beverly Hills. Dollar got too many girls. Matter how I'm Beverly Hills. All she wears red bottom heels. When she back it up, put it on the top. When she drop it low, put it on the ground. DJ pop it, she gon' swallow that. Champagne pop it, she gon' swallow that. All you girls in here, if you're feeling thirsty, come on, take a sip, 'cause you know what I'm serving.
It's an amazing feeling to see that sea of white And every parent, every sibling, every family member is so invested in the success of our team and the happiness of our team. And it feels so great at the end of the game to run up to them, give them high fives and give them a final bow, because they are the team behind our team. And we couldn't do it without their support.
It was a very, very hard fought match. I mean, Switzerland played very, very well. We played them in our pool game, but they have improved so much since then. And both sides were very, very equal. We were still 1 goal down. I think, I don't know what time it was. I think it was like 5 minutes left, and then we scored an equaliser. And then we scored in the first half of the overtime, and then we just held the ball, and then we won the game 5-4. I think that the team was just ecstatic. Like, lucky we had that chance, we took it, and we scored, and we came out with the win. Our goal today was just to support each other more, which I think we did on the field, and that says a lot about our team.
I think it just encapsulates who they are. I think, you know, we knew somewhat that it was going to be a struggle. We knew that that game wasn't going to be a walkover, but to have it that close, that late in the game, and instead of us looking for excuses, we, you know, kept planning. We kept, how are we going to score the next goal? What are we going to do next? Who's tired? Who's not tired? Who can we use? And the entire thing was a team effort. And again, at a point where they all could have said, I'm tired, I can't do this anymore. They all could have said, you know, it was supposed to be better than this. They all could have said any excuse imaginable, but instead, I think they felt the passion from the parents that were there. I think they knew that they were in a big game, and they knew that they were in a big game, that if they played the way they knew how to play, they were going to win. And so it was a little bit of a, you know, like a fairy tale a little bit. You know, it was a huge battle for us, and we came out on top. And I was so proud for the girls because they earned that one, not for that game, but they earned that one just through attitude alone, just through perseverance, and again, not splitting up. You know, they hung together, and I think that has to be one of the prouder moments that I've had as a team, because it did come after the Korea game. It came after some other trying times, and to have that happen, it was just, I don't know, again, I just had a sense of pride just thinking about how much the girls deserved that win and then got it. And of course, as we know in this tournament, you don't always get the wins that you deserve sometimes, and to have it happen there was just such a great moment.
They care so much about each other personally, their development as players, and they really have the team's best interest at heart, and they really just want to win and get better and play lacrosse at the highest level and represent Hong Kong with pride, which I think is really a large message that has come through from this tournament. And I think the girls should be really proud of what they've done here, because I think that their goal has been very much achieved.
I just want to thank the players just for being such a great group of players to work with. But I guess, you know, a couple of things that I want to leave them with is play for as long as you can. You know, play the game because you love it. Never take for granted the opportunity to play for Hong Kong or represent your country at any level. It's something that you'll look back on when your playing days are done and know how special it was.
At the end of the day, one of our goals as coaches, one of my goals was leave it better than you found it, and take whatever experience they had in the last World Cup and just improve it somehow. These girls have kind of gone to battle now with each other, and I think it's something that they've all shared, and so there's going to be 20 very close friends for the rest of the time. And that is something that can't be encapsulated in a world ranking.
If there was something you could say to the players about the past 2.5 years, about this championship, what would you say to them?
I'll probably ask to have this one. God, that's a hard one to say right, I think, because this right now I'm still so filled with such raw emotion about everything. It's going to be hard to kind of put it into words. From the start, they let me be Travis, and they let me, right from the top down, so not just the players, but everybody, let me try to design my vision for what this team should be, but the program in general. And I think I did that back to them. I think I let them be the individuals that they wanted to be. And that is risky business on a lot of teams. But every single one of these girls has proved me right in that decision. And I probably can't even put into words the pride that I have in each one of them. I've been on teams and I've been to tournaments that have gone terribly wrong, you know, and I was never worried about this team coming into this tournament. I knew we were going to have our mess-ups and everything else, but God, if I can give one message to them, I think it's just thank you. I mean, it's been 2.5 years. I tell the story a lot, but I wasn't sure about taking this job in the first place. I'd had some pretty horrible experiences coaching in the last few years, and I thought this was just going to be another one. And it was great that it was on the other side of the world, but no matter how great the city is, if you don't like the job, you're not going to stay. And to then, you know, 1.5 years later, asking to come down full time and asking them to put themselves out, for me personally, I mean, it's just given me a love of coaching again, you know, and so if there's one thing I can say to the players and say to the coaches and say to Emily and say to everybody else is just thank you.
to die.